Hello friends, in the series on the income tax cases, today we will discuss the case of Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Anna Sahib Patil, Matadi Kamgar Sehkari Pathpedi Limited. This case has been reported in 454 ITR at page number 117. The matter has been decided by Honorable Supreme Court and the date of the judgment is 20th April 2023. In the recent past, a lot of the judgments have come on this point that the cooperative societies who are involved in taking deposits from its members and further giving advances and loans to its members and earning interest income, they are eligible for deduction under section 80P subsection 2. 80P subsection 2 gives the deduction to the cooperative societies, and if we will see the section 80P subsection 4, then it denies the exemption to the cooperative banks. So in a number of scrutiny cases, the additions were being made by the department on this point without going into this integrity that there is a big difference between the cooperative societies and the cooperative banks. Cooperative banks not only gives loan to their members but also to the public at large, and apart from giving these loans, they also perform a number of the banking activities. In other words, it can be said that a cooperative society who is giving loans only to its members cannot be termed as a cooperative bank under the Banking Regulation Act 1949. There is a vast difference between the two, and a number of the cases have already been decided by various tribunals, various high courts on this point, but now this matter has finally come to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court has also given the decision in favor of the assessee cooperative society and settled the issue. So I hope that in future the department will not further litigate this matter. In this case, when the hearing came before the Honorable Supreme Court, the Supreme Court said that a cooperative society who is giving advances to its members and a cooperative banks who gives advances to the public at large and apart from that performs a number of the banking activities are two different concepts. Section 80P subsection 4 is applicable to the cooperative banks and section 80P subsection 2 is applicable to the cooperative societies. Since there is a difference between the two, and in the case on hand, the assessee is not a cooperative bank and it is a cooperative society, so the deduction under section 80P subsection 2 should be given to the assessee. According to me, this case will be having far-reaching effect on all those cases which are pending in the high courts or in the various tribunals, where now the law is settled, so the assessee will not face very much difficulty on this point, where the additions have made only on the focal point that the cooperative society is a bank. Now it is a settled law by this judgment that a cooperative society is not a cooperative bank as per the Banking Regulation Act 1949, because already there is a lot of litigation on this point. The cooperative societies are there for the help of all the, you can say, middle class people for giving advances to them, or the poor people for giving the advances to them for their various occasions or for the small loans. So, but strictly in the sense, they are not the banks, they are the cooperative societies who are being formed only for the benefit of the members and not for the public at large. Friends, at the end of this video, once again I am repeating the name of the case. The name of the case is Principal Commissioner of Income Tax versus Anna Sahib Patil Matadi Kamgar Sehkari Pathpedi Limited, and this case has been reported in 454 ITR at page number 117. The matter has been decided by Supreme Court and the date of the judgment is 20th April 2023. Friends, at the end of this video, I want to say that the purpose of making these videos is not to solicit any client. Our purpose is just to impart the knowledge among the various litigants, various assessees, various professionals, just to give them an idea that how they can proceed in their matter. And we also recommend all the professionals or all the assessees to go through the whole judgment before relying on this video. We just only summarize the facts and law in 5 to 6 minute video, so it may happen that some important thing I've missed. So you should go through the whole judgment on which this video has been made. Thank you, friends.